everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there if you celebrate it. I just want to double back on last night because I know that it was people up here and you guys were commenting and didn't get a chance to get your comments answered and anything because I kind of like ran off real fast and everything. So I really want to come back and first I want to apologize for that because like I said, this is just safe space where you should feel like you could be able to talk, address anything, your comfort zone. So again, I want to apologize for leaving so sudden last night, jumping off the live like that without answering any questions. So I definitely want to double back on the topic from last night, which we were talking about language. Hey Sharon, how you doing? And we were talking about two different kinds of language. There's more than two, but we were touching on two different kinds, which was expression language and behavior language. All right. So tonight we're talking about that, and it's powerful. It's simple. It's something simple, but it's very powerful. Language is very powerful, and if you don't pay attention, a lot of things will skip you by not paying attention to a person's language, whether it be body language, whether it be verbal language, whether it be their expression language. Like I said, it's definitely a lot of different types of languages. So, like I said, I'm not talking about English language. I'm not talking about Spanish language. I'm not talking about slang. I'm talking about the language you speak every single day without even realizing it. All right. Expression, because expression is a language, like I said, and behavior is also a language. And if you don't learn how to read both, you definitely will stay confused. Let me explain that again. Expression is how you communicate, and behavior is how people reveal the truth. In other words, stating that actions prove while words mean nothing. See, people can say a lot of things to you. They can tell you this, they can promise you that, but their actions will always reveal the true self. And that's one thing that will never change. A person's actions will always somehow end up revealing their true self with no matter what words they want to spit out. Okay? So, okay. One basically expression is what's said and the behavior language is what's shown. All right? And most of us was raised to listen to what was said. How you doing? How you doing? Hey everyone, how you doing, Mario? Hey Queen. How y'all doing on this wonderful night? I was here last night and I got off the live so quickly. I was so trying to hurry up and fulfill some orders that I forgot to sit back and make sure that I listen to you guys and get feedback from you guys on the situation. So what we touching on tonight basically is two different types of languages. One is expression language and the other being behavior language. And like I said, expression is how you communicate and behavior is how people reveal the truth to you. All right. So let me ask y'all a question. Have you ever had someone tell you they love you, but their behavior didn't feel like love? Think about it. If that resonated with anybody, I would like for you to either put me in the chat or, drop yes, throw me a heart. Yes. Right. So let me ask you another question. Have you ever had someone apologize but not change? Having someone apologize to you like repeatedly over and over and over, but yet showing no type of change behavior. Right? Have you ever explained how you felt to someone about the situation and it still stayed the same? Those are different types of language. And that's the thing you have to pay attention to. And a lot of people, they don't know, you be in relationships and you said your grandpa, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I definitely send my condolences. Parwan, am I saying that right? Muhammad, my condolences to you and your family at this time. I'm so sorry. So again, you're very much welcome. Mm. Definitely gonna say a prayer for you, Muhammad. Definitely, definitely. You just, whew, mm, it just touched my heart. Thank you, thank you. So, back to like I was saying, like I was asking you guys a question. Have you ever explained how you felt to someone about a situation and it still stayed the same? Or basically, have you ever like you talk to someone about your feelings and then that they made you feel uncomfortable, and then in turn they turn around and try to make it seem like you trying to argue with them. Have anybody ever went through that? If you experienced that, you say me, or drop a heart in the chat, because that's another language too. It's called manipulation. Yes, they do. People know exactly what they be doing. And you know what's crazy? They make the choice to treat you like that. And they say the truth of the matter is people really they only do what you allow them to do, right? But it's like, okay, what about the people who just genuinely have good hearts? You know? Mental manipulation. That's right. That's right, Sharon. Definitely. Definitely. And like I said, that's another type of language, which it stems all from narcissistic behavior. And that's a big thing out here. And a lot of people, they are in relationships and don't even know what type of person they are in relationship with. He said, I will give a person a shirt off my back and they still treat me like crap. You are a beautiful person inside out. Thank you. And so are you. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that. Don't ever change who you are just because somebody showed you an evil, devilish side of them. God made you who you are for a reason. And it's people like that that's out here that'll try to do things and say things to you to turn your heart cold because they want you to be evil, manipulative, and mean like them. Don't be that. You stay you. Because guess what? At the end of the day, God is going to bless you for being you, for having a humble, peaceful heart. All right. Everybody go through heartbreaks. Everybody go through something. But this year, 2026, guys, and moving forward, we holding everything and everybody accountable. Moving forward. Moving forward, because we're going to get some peace for our hearts, mind, body, and soul. So 2026 and moving forward, the stop sign comes up. If y'all feel me, the stop sign comes up. Give me a heart. The stop sign comes up this year is what we say. It's like enough is enough. And without peace, there will always be confusion. You said you agree with number 3 said? Yes. You can't. And it's sad. And that's what I was saying about people in this world. You have givers, you have takers, and you have reciprocators. People think it's 2 types of people in this world, but it's 3. Me, myself, I'm a giver and a taker, so I consider myself as a reciprocator, but I give and I take with intention. Some people out here, they take to destroy. They'll come to you. Oh, you gotta be so ever careful because they come to you like a with warm hearts. They come to you with big beautiful smiles on their face, and the whole time they come in to try to still take and destroy your whole piece, and sometimes it'll wipe your whole family out. So you definitely have to be careful. Hello, Mink. How you doing? Happy Valentine's Day to you all. Hi, Josiah. Hey, Deuce. How y'all doing? We in here talking about language tonight. Two different types of language: expression language and behavior language. So, and confusion starts when expression and behavior don't match. If I don't have it, someone asks me for it, I'll go borrow from somebody just to give to them. See, that's that warm, pure heart empath. An empath. And you know what? It's crazy because we attract narcissistic people. And it's just true. If you notice, you never see really ever a narcissist with another narcissist. They always are with somebody who is sweet, loyal, and giving. And it's crazy because they come like that too. They come like the same thing, like they sweet, loyal, and giving, and the whole time they'll give you just enough so they can come right back around and snatch it and take. Within a blink of an eye, you won't even know it. So now I had to, you know, I had to come, like I said, I wanted to sit with you guys for a minute because I needed to talk about this. And I write it down. I'm not even gonna lie to you because I want to remember this. I need to remember it because I need to get it out here. And it's like people forget that expression is very important. And explaining how you feel is a part of healing. It's a big part of healing. And that's why, I said everybody needs somebody, no matter how much you got, no matter how much money you got, how much riches, how high, how low, middle, up, down. Everybody always needs somebody. And, you know, when you explain how you feel, you acknowledge what's wrong. That's a full-time job for them being an art, and they enjoy it. They enjoy every bit of it and will sit in your face and watch you sulk and sulk and sulk and pretend like they care and don't give two craps about you. And it's the truth. It's the hard truth that nobody wants to hear. And when you acknowledge what's wrong, you are identifying the problem, and people don't like that. They don't like that. But here's the balance. You can't force someone to understand something that they don't want to understand. And that's the truth. If a person has already made up their mind not to understand you, they don't want to hear what you say, they don't feel you, that's just what it is. No matter, you can cry yourself a river, tears down the river bank, and they will sit there and look at you and watch you do it, and still they have no emotion for it. So like I said, you can't force somebody. You can express, but you cannot control how it's received. And that's the truth. And when it's not received, that's when boundaries become your language. That's when you have to start setting boundaries. And we're going to get into that topic again, but not tonight. We definitely going to get into that topic because boundaries are behavior. Walking away is a behavior. And silence can be a behavior too. And guess what? Distance is a behavior as well. And behavior teaches people how to treat you. So If they don't know how to treat you, you got to get up out of there. Sometimes you got to get up out of there. You got to move over. And sometimes, you know, that's another thing. It's easier said than done. But sometimes we got to sit with some things. And we, you got to sit in your head with some things. And you got to ask yourself, after a while, once you know what it is, and you keep accepting it back, then what happens? Again, the person is only going to do what you allow them to do. So like I said, setting boundaries. We using language this year, 2026. The game has changed and things are going to be rearranged. Exactly with emotions, they'll get mad if you start crying because you're hurt. Yeah, they looking at you like, why you hurt? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it'll make you start questioning yourself. Like, oh, is it me? Is it no, it's not you. I'm here to tell you, it's not you. That's the way they want to control your mind to make you think. The thing is starting over. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with starting over and date yourself. Start over to date yourself. Date yourself and figure out who it is you are, what you like, what you really want. Because then you'd be surprised as the time go by. You'd be like, I don't even like that. I don't even know why I tolerated that. I don't even like that. I didn't even like this. We get comfortable. We get comfortable with the pain. We start sitting in it. You know why? Because it becomes familiar. And if you run into another, because that's all you seem to attract. And you know what's so crazy? I said that about myself. I said, you know, why it seem like you get out of one relationship, then you get in another one. You think this one is gonna be good, and it turned out to be even worse than the one before. And then I started to notice. I said, it's like you attract the same type of people. So then you got to start asking yourself, looking deep within ourselves and see what's wrong too, because there's something there that we need to acknowledge too. What is it that's going on in me? And that's the part of healing. Getting to know yourself. What is it that's going on with me that I keep allowing this to happen? Because remember, like I said, a person only does what we allow them to do. What insecurities do I have? What is it that I need to dig deep down and search in and figure out why? Is it because I just don't want to be alone? Some people used to being around somebody. Some people used to just want to have somebody to talk to. That person becomes the person you wake up to every morning. So it's like a part of the program. Like as if you getting up and brushing your teeth, washing your face, putting on your drawers. They become a part of your program too. So it becomes strange when you have to separate from the familiar, you know? But so tonight I want you to ask yourself something deeper. Are you listening to what people say, or are you watching what they do? Let me run that back one more time. Are you listening to what people say, or are you watching what they do? And what I mean by that, the behavior, the way they treat you. Are you watching the way they treat you? And even more important, are your behaviors matching your own words? I think that people have to realize that narcissistic people are professionals at using reverse psychology. Yes. And the part where we have to train, you see how they train themselves like professionals to go out here like a job. It's like a job interview with them. Say they know who they looking for. They know who they searching for. They know what applicant they want. They know. They know who they're going to hire for the job that they want to screw them on. So now that's when we have to come into discernment. Usually, when a person show you who they are the first time, that's really who they are. And then here's the big thing: your instincts will tell you too. It's up to us to listen, to follow it or not. And again, like I said, a lot of us, we turn the other cheek, we look the other way because, like I said, we got so familiar. We don't want to start over again. So we allow this and then we keep going on, and then you find yourself every day arguing, yelling, complaining, and they looking at you like, okay. Because they already know. You're just going to yell. You're just going to argue. You're going to be mad for today. Tomorrow is like it never happened. And they know that. They know you. They've learned you. Now it's time to know them and learn them. That's right. They can tell you that they love you but won't show it. Back to actions prove why words mean nothing. People can come over here and tell you right now, hey, I got you. I got $1 million for you. Can say something like that. And then when you get to them, they ain't got it. They don't have it. They lied. They just said it enough to string you on and make you believe that will you win. And once you game in, it's nothing. And that's how it is. So let me give you a quick exercise I want you to do with me. I want y'all to do with me. And thank you everybody who's on here tonight with me. And there will be a replay for those who couldn't catch tonight. I want you to think about one relationship, past or present, that left you confused. Now ask yourself, did their words and actions match? Or did I stay because of what they said, even though what they did tell me was a different story? Think about that. And now I want to ask you this question to ask yourself. Where in my life am I expressing but not enforcing? Just sit with that. Just sit with that for a minute. Because expression without boundaries creates emotional exhaustion. And I don't want chaos for you. I want clarity. Now, let me ask you something else in the comments. Which one do you struggle with more? Expressing how you feel, setting boundaries, walking away, or reading behavior correctly? Drop A, B, C, or D for which one. The A was expressing how you feel, B, setting boundaries, or C, walking away, or D, reading behavior correctly. Because your answers will tell you where your healing work is. Now, I don't want to just talk about this, that sounds so deep. But, if there's anybody that need any type of extra support, I create tools that help people that's going through these type of situations learn the difference. How to set boundaries, uh, you know, reflections. Because understanding something is one thing and applying it is another. So if you've been feeling emotionally confused, if you've been second guessing yourself, if you've been tolerating things that don't sit right in your spirit, those tools are there to support you. Because I don't want you to just, listen to me. I want you to grow with structure. And if anybody's looking for those support tools, the link is in the description. Now, I want to close this the right way. I want to leave y'all with this scripture I like. But before then, I want you guys to close your eyes for a minute. Just close your eyes for a minute. I want you to drop your shoulders. I want you to move your neck around a little bit. And I just want you to breathe. Inhale. slowly, again, by letting your arms down and just exhale, breathe. One more time. Let them shoulders down. Exhale. That's right. That feel good. Now you can breathe again. And sometimes that's what's required. You have to sit back, breathe, and exhale. So I want to leave you with this scripture, you guys. Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." And sometimes that future requires clarity over comfort. Sometimes it requires you to stop translating mixed signals and start trusting consistent behavior. Like I said, I help people turn emotional confusion into clarity and self trust. And if tonight, if nothing else, I hope you walk away understanding this. Expression is how you communicate, behavior is how people reveal the truth, and boundaries are how you protect your peace. And peace is the goal. You all have a wonderful night. Did anybody have any questions before I close out? Like I said again, this is your safe space, your place where you can talk. Know that you have somebody that's here to listen in your community to understand. I will see you guys Monday night, 9:35 p.m. I want to thank you all again, everyone who was here with me tonight. Y'all can catch the replay and have a wonderful, blessed night. See you guys all on Monday night, 9:35 p.m. Peace.